I have all the information you require right here in the video, so let's get started. In today's video, I'll be talking about 17%, the just revealed Social Security prediction, and why this is a fairly positive thing, and discuss the current state of affairs. Recently, the Social Security Administration released some fresh data, and it appears to be promising for both the program and all of its beneficiaries, more than 70 million people. That do depend on these benefit checks. So I'm going to go over the specifics of the newly disclosed 177% estimate, as well as the opposing figures we had before this revelation, and explain why the current 177% figure is really far better than the previous one. We recently returned to where we came from, so I have all those specifics for you in this video. Let's talk about what's going on, and I'll give you all of this information. But before we do, I would really like to ask you to do a great favor if you haven't already. If you're new here, hello and thank you so much for watching. Would you kindly make sure to subscribe to the channel using the link below? You haven't done anything yet, and it's completely free. I'm here for you every day, researching everything, keeping an eye on the news, speaking up for you, answering your inquiries, and doing everything I can to support you right now. I understand. Beneficiaries with fixed incomes. Thank you so much for joining me again. I really do need a lot more money right now, and I want to do everything in my power to keep you updated about these programs and anything new that may be available for you to take advantage of. Kindly click the subscribe button. If you haven't already, please do so below. Thank you very much for your support. Let's go over the specifics of this. Recently, we received a report from Social Security that broke down all the information and the financial aspects of this. Regarding the Social Security Administration, many people are currently claiming strange things about Social Security, such as that they've run out of money and other strange things. I can assure you that these people are not okay. They have a lot of money at the moment. There are trillions upon trillions of dollars in circulation, and that number is growing every month. Sorry, but Social Security payroll taxes bring in more money each month. As a result, Social Security is a very viable program and won't be ending anytime soon. Okay, so there's a lot of money in the program, but it's sort of off topic. If you'd like, I can go into more detail about that in a later video. But for now, I want to speak about this 17% and contrast it with where we came from, and the reasons why this figure is so much higher than it was not too long ago. All right, so this is all based on the Social Security Board of Trustees report, which is released every year about this time. The Social Security Board of Trustees releases a report every year during the second quarter. This year, the report came out with a 177% figure. Let me explain what this implies in detail so you don't forget. Although we are currently filming this video in 2024, the report that we released a little over a year ago was back in, the earlier part of the second quarter of 2023, obtained the Social Security Board of Trustees report, which indicated that Social Security would become insolvent in roughly 2034, and that at that point, they would be able to pay out roughly 77% of payments. In other words, benefits would be reduced by around 23%. That's enormous, correct? You've heard me discuss that in previous videos, but a 23% cut in the event of insolvency would be quite difficult for many beneficiaries. Well, the latest annual report from Social Security has been released, and guess what? Demonstrating that bankruptcy might not truly occur until 2035, a year later. Now, I understand that there is only a one-year difference. That's not like a big, tremendous difference here, but that's still a nice thing. The important figure that I want to focus on is the 177%. Now, this is much more exciting. Well, not really exciting, but it's better and, a lot more positive than the 2035, the extra year. So here's what it comes down to. Keep in mind what I just stated, that the previous year's report indicated that insolvency would occur in 2034, and that only 77% of benefits would be payable, or a 23% decrease,
which is a significant reduction in benefits. Now, in the most recent annual report that we just received, they're discovering and they're demonstrating that insolvency is now projected for 2035. In the event of insolvency, there is yet another major question mark. Would they be able to pay out 83% of benefits in the event that insolvency actually occurred? Or would they have to reduce payouts by 17%?
Don't misunderstand me. It's a significant reduction in benefits, but when we contrast it with the previous figure of 23%, we really just received an additional 6%, if that makes sense, given the difference between a projected 23% loss from a year ago to the current amount. 177% reduction in benefits. Again, I understand that this is still a huge 17% decrease, but at least we're making progress. Therefore, the lower this number is, the better off we will be, because it simply indicates that in the event of insolvency, simply indicates that benefit reductions will be less drastic than they were previously. The Social Security Board of Trustees noted a robust economy and significant job growth, or, to put it another way, a robust job market for items like this CU. Recall that Social Security receives funding from Social Security payroll taxes. Okay, to be fair, there is some revenue generated from interest and some revenue obtained from Social Security taxes, advantages for security. However, the majority of revenue is often derived from Social Security payroll taxes. So, theoretically, more money would be flowing in if there were more individuals in the workforce with greater earnings and other things of that nature. This is a major victory, and again, it's not perfect. In fact, it's not even close to perfect. In the event of insolvency, benefits would still be paid through Social Security payroll taxes, which makes some sense, be reduced by 177%, which would be extremely detrimental to many, but it would still be preferable than a 23% cut. Allow me to present you with some actual figures so you can have an idea of this. Quantities here, and why this is actually a positive thing. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was a year ago, because it indicates that beneficiaries are receiving more good news and less negative news, respectively. All right, let me explain. Give you some actual financial figures before I leave. But first, to kind of sum things up and give you some actual financial figures, a year ago when they claimed they could pay out 77% of benefits, let's just use a pleasant round figure here. Let's just assume that insolvency was imminent. It's not imminent, but let's just assume that in this fictitious example I'm giving you, it would be acceptable based on the figures from the previous year if you had a benefit of $1,000 each month and we were bankrupt. In the event of a 23% decrease tomorrow, you would forfeit $230 of your benefit, making it $770 instead of $1,000. That's correct. This is a monthly benefit, not an annual one. The full year, or $230 per month in this case, with a 23% benefit decrease. Again, this is hypothetical and not what is happening right now. I'm just using it as an example with the most recent data. If we became insolvent tomorrow, the cut could be as high as 177%. Presently receiving a $1,000 monthly benefit, a 177% benefit reduction would result in a $170 benefit reduction. Lowering your $1,000 monthly benefit to $830, which is a difference of $770 to $830. That's a $60 monthly difference to be exact. Still a benefit cut, but you can see the differences there. We're headed in the correct direction. In any case, I hope that makes clear, but I just want to stress once again that the beneficiaries will benefit more when this figure approaches zero. Here, as I have stated several times in the previous few minutes, insolvency is not expected to occur tomorrow. I provided that as a fictitious scenario to illustrate the reduction in benefits that would occur if insolvency were to occur based on these figures. Here's a comparison between a 23% and a 177% cut, and this is what we're looking at. Alright, so things will change as 2035 approaches, and if there is a significant economic downturn later this year. As many people are predicting, guess what? We're probably going to have job losses, which means less money will be pouring in through Social Security payroll taxes, which could lead to probable insolvency sooner. Therefore, this number will continue increasing change, but we'll keep an eye on it going ahead. Nevertheless, there is one small positive development from the Social Security Board of Trustees report. I hope this helps, and as always, please leave your questions, comments, and feedback below. please let me know what else I can do for you. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe below and watch any of the thousands of other films in the channel's video archive. I want to briefly break this down for you. I've personally chosen a few videos for you to watch in the comment box below. If not, you'll see some videos popping up on your screen right now. Be sure to watch one of those films right away and have a great day. I hope this helps you, and I'll talk to you in the future video. Take care.